Some of you know us, some of you don't. Some of you fear us, and some of you welcome us. Well, whatever your thoughts, we are still offer our love and heartfelt compassion to each and every one of you. We are made up of an alliance of benevolent star cultures, stellans, and we have been here since the dawn of mankind. The starships appearing in your skies not only prove our historical and ancient relationship to early humankind, but are also symbols of truth for modern humanity and signify our collective history with humankind. The statement and message we are communicating at this time is that we want all people of all cultures, human nations, to understand that the star nations love you all and hope to one day soon be welcome as friends in and around your communities. Ultimately, we will not force you to make any decisions, for it is against our cosmic laws to interfere with human free will and spiritual development. We only ask you to look within your hearts to know the truth and to welcome us as friends. Be wary of any false displays of star-like craft, especially if it is threatening, violent, or fearful in nature, for it will be an attempt by the elitists, cabal, to injure our collective friendship. There have been paramilitary operations who have stolen some of our starcrafts, usually by shooting them down and calling them crashes, and then have reverse engineered the technology to the best of their efforts. These same groups have captured the surviving starcraft occupants and have kept them in detention, forcing them to assist corrupt scientists and technicians. Many of your abductions were actually carried out by humans using this technology in order to psychologically harm our contactees and to create fear and distrust. Likewise, paramilitary groups are also being paid to spread disinformation about star people in order to keep the public confused, angry, and afraid. Our future goal, when you are ready and no longer under the influence of egotistical leaders and military minds, is to befriend all of you and welcome you into the Federation of Stars, Star Nation. The report about your ancient history is filled with many untruths. That is, the truth of your history has been distorted and rewritten for religious, political, and military reasons. For many years we have attempted to cooperate with your governments, leaders, military, and people of economic influence, sometimes referred to as the cabal. We have not restricted our efforts to any one particular nation, and despite our efforts, we have failed to reach a mutually beneficial form of cooperation. Our strongest effort came with an agreement with 4 of your governments: United States of America, People's Republic of China, USSR, and Europe. In April 1964, that agreement was woefully neglected and deceitfully manipulated by cabal operatives, men of power and influence bent on world domination, until September 2005. At that time, after an exhaustive effort to remedy the underhanded attempts to steal our technology and permanently stall our contact attempts with humanity, we proceeded to invalidate the 41-year-old agreement. Many of the technologies you see today were gifts from the star nations, given as a way of ensuring your collective evolution into a developed civilization capable of joining the interstellar cultures in your galaxy. This was all negotiated in the 1964 agreement. Military organizations, including those of a public or secret nature, have attacked our people at every opportunity. As well, made it difficult for us to serve Earth planet with her required spiritual maintenance. Today, let us begin the return to peaceful cooperation and open dialogue. Today we ask your governments and decision makers, public and secret, honest and dishonest, to begin the process of a full public disclosure on Stellan cultures, Stellan visitations, and Stellan technology. We feel that at this time that human beings are ready for the truth. Our interaction with humans in the past has been unsuccessful because of ego-minded and corrupt individuals. Example, cabal, elitists, magicians, priests, certain industrialists and militarists, all working together in concert to prevent the common and good-willed humans from knowing the truth about Stellans. This again has been based on fear. Global society is swimming in fear, and this has been orchestrated by those same groups of elites who have labeled us as evil. They have sponsored many Hollywood films depicting our kind as mass-murdering monsters who thirst for human blood. Traditionally speaking, we have been inappropriately labeled as UFOs, unidentified flying objects, extraterrestrials, ETs, extraterrestrial biological entities, EBE, and woefully as aliens. All of these labels are based on fear tactics to distance us from humans of good faith and intention. We are people just as you are people. You are human people, we are star people. We are Stellan people. In this manner of thinking, we prefer the terms Stellans, star persons, star visitors. You would not enjoy being called primitives or mutated primates, and we do not enjoy the terms aliens and extraterrestrials. The continued use of these terms demonstrates a stagnant and ignorant mind. Likewise, our starships, our starcrafts, are not UFOs. They are starships and starcrafts. Starships can be considered to be much larger than starcrafts. All of them are advanced flying machines that incorporate intricate scientific and spiritual knowledge to manage subtle and native energy fields within the context of the composite world. Our starships are scientific and visual proofs of free energy and anti-gravity systems at work as available sciences and technologies. Your energy conglomerates will not be happy with our presence and arrival. Free energy has been available for some time and kept from you in order to make the cabal wealthy and fat with power. We hope to share these technologies and more with you someday soon. There is no further need to pollute planet Earth once free energy, zero-point energy devices are in the public domain. The human species, Homo sapiens, was created by genetic mutation using the available primates and supplementing this base stock with our own genetic material. Since the original version of human was created, we have provided periodic upgrades in order to allow the growth and development of a being with not only scientific characteristics, reason, beauty, stamina, but also with significant spiritual characteristics, love, compassion, morality. It must be said that all of your religions and all of your faiths originated from a singular source that we shared with you and which has been lost over the millennia due to disconnection with true source. What many of you now call divine consciousness. Catholicism, Hinduism, Judaism, Protestantism, Buddhism, Islam, and the many other religions in the world today have remained immature and stagnant despite technological, psychological, spiritual, and genetic improvements in society. Your conscious mind, limited by linear thinking and hindered by established logic, will attempt to disbelieve what we are sharing at this time. This is why we recommend looking within your hearts to find the truth and not to be swayed by those in denial, of which we predict there will be many of you. It is a normal reaction, and it is best to allow this reaction to filter out of your system rather than to suppress it with any form of medication. Some of you may find yourselves as noticeably different, even look upon yourselves as outcasts and unable to fit into a structured and spiritless society. You may find yourselves noticeably sensitive, especially affected by people who are without morals, use aggressive behavior, and are routinely ignorant. You may find yourselves with a strong intuition, helping people selflessly, or even may find that you have telepathic and healing abilities. Your kinds of people, collectively star children, have been highly upgraded with stellar genetics and now represent a significant population on your planet. Many of you who are star enhanced may not be aware of your uniqueness, so it may not be readily apparent. You may even be hiding it. Rest assured that the time is upon you now to wake up to your true talents and put them to good use. Step out of your constrictive environments and embrace your true nature. Capitalism, communism, and socialism have all failed to deal with the long-term development of an encumbering global population, straddled with inescapable poverty. The rise and continuance of militarism is a misguided action based on a devious and faulty agenda. All of your modern wars have been planned and executed by these same corrupt individuals, cabal and all, in order to further their own agendas to lock down the entire planet into a kind of prison in which they are the warden. Each war has allowed them to fight imaginary enemies and at the same time enabled them to develop and test new military technologies with growing military budgets. These same military technologies are then used against the people. Their ultimate goal is to arm the circumference of the planet so as to control the planet. Many of your awakened experts have referred to this as the weaponization of space. Clearly, your self-elected cabal industrialists and wealth leaders have covered up our existence and continued on a dangerous course to weaponize space, so as to enable them to attack star nations on an increasing basis. The Star Wars initiative under U.S. President Ronald Reagan was part of that agenda. The cabal currently possesses some advanced militarized weaponry and clearly intends to use them against us at their earliest opportunity. Fortunately, that opportunity has not yet arrived. The cabal will certainly play the Star People enemy card, the evil aliens, and wage war against us in order to take the next technological leap into space. They might even refer to us as an asteroid or a Moon-Mars mission at first, in order to obtain approval of NASA and other Defense Space Agency funding. We oppose this fear-laden view and only wish for peaceful contact. You can see the problem we face and have faced for many years. The cabal is bent on war and control, as is evidenced in the nations around you, and counted in the rising number of daily body bags. as long as the cabal dominates the decision-making of the world through various councils, bodies, administrations, societies, and paramilitary groups, whether seemingly legitimate or obviously self-imposed, then war will continue and humans will suffer. The cabal does not understand the ideas of love and compassion. Unfortunately, many of them will never understand until their next life. There are some international groups located throughout your global communities who want to promote peaceful and diplomatic relations with the people of star nations. Every individual or groups of individuals have a right to interact with us, and this is our ultimate goal. Surely, citizen diplomacy is a very good place to start. The ultimate truth is that upon all of you now is the truth that you are part of us, and we are a part of you. Therefore, we are the same on many levels and different on many levels. It is time now to increase our sameness and to decrease our difference. This will require a profound acceptance and a great requirement in your heart. There is no rush to complete this transformation of yourselves. There is a rush to begin this transformation, because human society, if it stays on its current course, will fail self-destructively. It is expected that each individual will have a different response to our presence and arrival. So it is normal then that some individuals will be incapable of managing the presence of Stellan. These individuals should seek the comfort of those who understand Stellans, or of professionals in the fields of counseling, psychology, and clinical social work as examples. It is expected that some minds will not be able to cope for some time, and we may need medical attention. This is normal. You understand the needs of your body, and in moderation. You should ensure that you feel safe, comfortable, and maintain your mental health. For the majority of you, these symptoms will pass rapidly or eventually. It is possible that our presence in the skies, for whatever reason, the people in positions of power may be seen as threatening. We make clear right now that we are peaceful races of beings from different planetary systems and dimensions, and any violence or disapproval originates from a human source of misunderstanding, misinformation, or simply ignorance. We hope that enlightened individuals can intervene and clarify the situation, thereby preventing large-scale mistakes. Humans of good conscience must now take a stand and undertake initiatives toward a future of peaceful coexistence. Further, we wish to inform you that the world you see today, including all the modern things, are in fact inferior and archaic things because they are based on an absence of spirituality, the central basis of life and this universe. So this said, life will get better. Already many of you are studying things such as yoga and meditation, philosophy, in order to find meaning and purpose in your lives that have become banal. Many of you are naturally seeking a more spiritual existence in a world filled with selfishness, corruption, greed, and fear. Also, we would like to assert that the Earth humans of egocentric authority, shadow government, cabal, Illuminati, are not to be trusted and have been the reason behind our separation from you all. They are a minority group. They have kept the truth of our presence and existence from you and have ignored and dismissed our requests for this information to be made public. That is, a full public disclosure. People will realize that their public and private governments have long known and had extensive contact with star nations. All of this knowledge has been kept from you, example, the UFO cover-up, for many reasons. It is right and proper then to demand the gradual release of this knowledge along with a public apology in due time. It is also right for the people of the world to forgive these treasons and to use love and compassion as a way of moving forward. Leaders and people in positions of power who are responsible for this cover-up should be automatically removed from their position and denied any position of influence. If they have broken laws, local or international, they should face a judicial court of law according to the region or country in which they are residents. All of these things must be handled with responsibility, manners, and intelligence rather than haste, anger, and violence. We will not force you to act in any particular way, and we will always offer our love as to whatever path you choose. You must understand that this planet is your planet, and you must learn to govern yourselves. The reason we are here today is because it is time for all of you to base your decisions on the truth rather than on the lies that you have been fed for so many years. We hope that our presence as a symbol of truth will inject hope into the human heart. We hope that you will see our sincere intentions to connect with the citizens of Earth, planet, you. We respectfully remind you that this is a peaceful mission. We are peaceful societies from afar. We are not hostile. Should you witness any military attacks or other acts of aggression, it will originate from an Earth-based party, group, or individual. Remember that they do have some of our technology in their possession, including weather modification technology. The message is simple. Star nations are part of Earth's history, past, present, and future. We wish to reconnect with humanity in a productive manner that is consistent with high moral standards. This is the message and our intention. These things must not be twisted or distorted to fit rogue ideologies or militaristic tendencies. These things must remain clear. Let the spiritual leaders and enlightened individuals take a stand and express their hearts. Let courage govern your hearts and minds, and the idea of fear will fade away. Many of you refer to this as formal contact. So this is the ultimate goal, and we wish it to happen in the very near future when you are ready. Should there be acts of aggression from the human side, you will cause your own casualties. We do not wish this. Our mission to this planet is peaceful. Stellans are very Earth-oriented and regard this planet as a living planet. As some of you do, that needs care and attention, especially now. Some of Earth's changes will be structural and may be felt as earthquakes and weather changes, things of this nature. It is expected after so much abuse and neglect, so you must be prepared, as these things have been ongoing for the past several years. There will be no ending of the world, for that itself is based on fear. Instead, there will be an awakening, and in that process the world you once knew will look different. It will be perceived differently, and you will also live differently. The Earth, too, being alive, will adjust, and this will cause some small catastrophes, but this is normal and is to be expected. It is an opportunity to work collectively as spiritual beings. Minority group cabal and its military allies around the world are keeping and using star beings as prisoners to further their acts of world domination. We would ask that these star beings, these prisoner stellans, to be released without harm. They in turn will not harm and will hold no grudge. Real starships of various designs may pass through your area or city, and you are welcome, even encouraged, to take photos or video images as you like. The ships remind all of humanity that stellans are an integral part of your history and your future. Share this knowledge and be proud to know that what you have seen is real. Do not be fooled by any imitations or cabal attempts to deny or obscure this truth. Be prepared for their attempts at distractions, be it a new flu, threat of biological attack, a new military engagement, or something really surprising. They are good at distractions. They are proficient with fear-based actions and conjuring imaginary enemy. The star nations will approve of any form of peaceful, compassionate, and insightful contact with humankind of any race, culture, or religion. It is time to embrace your true heritage at this pivotal moment in your short history. This is only the beginning. Further, we sincerely hope that in the coming months that we can present ourselves in person to the humans of the world. In the meantime, let us begin this period of renewed peaceful relations and work together until we reach the point of formal contact. Then human existence will surely transcend all of its previous advancements and enter a new paradigm, a new age, and an acceptance into an interstellar circle of star cultures. Be well, and know that we love you all, forever and always. In service to star nations. Paris Towson.